Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Bors with the Mike Bors channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking jet skis today. Hey, in the event that your battery continues to die, welcome to the club. It might be time to install a battery switch. These are awesome. Let's take a look. At this point, we are shoreside. I also removed the seats to give us much better access to the internal hull, where the engine is and the battery. Let's direct our attention to the battery. And as you can see, the red positive cable feeds to the top portion and the black negative cable feeds to the bottom. And we just tested the battery with our Craftsman voltmeter and it was 12.36. So that battery's good. However, if we leave everything connected as is and come back a week later, well, the battery's dead. The engine will not start, which is not cool. And we've been doing a lot of troubleshooting with this jet ski recently. So what we have been doing is before we leave for the week, we disconnect the black negative cable from the battery, which basically cuts all electrical power to the battery and system. And by doing that, the battery does not go dead during the week. But again, if we didn't do that and we left everything as is and get back a week later, the battery is completely drained. So let's go grab that switch, become more familiar with it, and install it. In front of us now is the electrical switch for our battery. And you can see this big red knob with the battery icon. And then you've got a green on right there. And by turning it counterclockwise, you can see the red off. And DIYers, we had this installed for a couple years, this exact switch. However, recently the jet ski started acting sporadically electrical system wise, and we did a bunch of troubleshooting, and we got to a point where we thought this was the culprit or faulty part. So we removed it and resecured the black negative cable to the battery in hopes that that would fix it, but guess what? It did not. We have since then cleaned the leads and replaced a couple other parts, and we are ready to put this switch back on. And coming to the back side, you will notice two 17mm nuts and two threaded studs sticking out. And this black cable feeding into this threaded stud and secured in place with that 17mm nut, this is the cable that's going to feed all the way to our battery. And at the opposite end, there's our connection point. And the way this works is what we'll do is we'll take our current black negative cable and we will remove the 17mm nut, as well as this washer. We will shift the cable in place and over that threaded stud and secure it with, again, the washer and nut. After that, we will re-secure the cap. It's just got a few screws, and as you can see, we have Velcro right here. The other end of the Velcro is installed in the jet ski. And when it's all secured, that's basically what it looks like. And again, this portion right here, or black negative cable, will be secured to the battery. Let's head back to the jet ski and get this thing installed. Back inside the engine compartment, I'm doing my best to give you a good view of it. Again, this is the original black negative cable. I'm going to shift that in place over that threaded stud there. And on the bottom part, you can see a second 17mm nut. We're going to keep that in place and shift this all the way down on the threaded stud, flush with that 17mm nut. Next, grab that washer, place that over the threaded stud and the 17mm nut. Do your absolute best not to drop this inside the engine compartment. That would be no fun to try to find. Now I will secure that with my ratchet and 17mm socket. That is now secured. I'm going to shift the cover plate back in place and secure it with a Phillips screw and nut on the opposite side. To the opposite side of the jet ski, I've got that electrical switch installed and re-velcroed in place as shown here. And again, taking a look at that red knob, you see the battery icon. It is not upright and flat with the electrical leads, both positive and negative on the top. It is rotated on its side, and that is off. We are now left with the black negative cable that was already secured inside that switch. So what we'll do now is secure that to the battery. Black cable is now secured to the negative lead of the battery. Again, the switch is in the off position, and I'll grab the key, come up top, and we should not get any power whatsoever. No noises, no beeping, nothing on the gauges as shown here. Take the key out, come down below, turn the red knob clockwise. From here you can see the little notch or cutout in the knob mold where it aligns itself with the green on portion of the switch. In addition, the battery icon is upright. Grabbing the key, coming back up top, and we should hear electrical power. The gauges are working. You heard the fuel injector turn on to prime the engine prior to engine start. I'll take that off because it's beeping. And DIYers, that is it. How cool is that? And again, once we're done riding the jet ski for the day and head out for the week, all we do is turn this knob counterclockwise to the off position, and that cuts all electrical power to the electrical system and does not drain your battery with that black negative cable connected to it. Very cool. We hope this helped. Do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.